Da, 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 oh dear, people are getting angry about this one. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris Says It. If you are brand new, hello. Please hit the subscribe button to join the family. So what are we talking about today? Well, I'm glad you asked. We are talking about the Eurovision semi-final 2. This is my reaction to all the twists and turns and drama that has just happened on my TV screen. I'm also doing this because of the huge success of my other video. It broke all personal records and I got like almost 5,000 hits in 24 hours, which is like more than 5 times the amount I usually get. So I am very thrilled. Thank you so much for watching it if you watched that one, and if you're watching this one, thank you as well. So before we get into the nitty-gritty about the songs, it's funny because this semi-final I had pinned as kind of being a lot more like stable, a lot less drama-filled. You know, I said that the first semi-final was going to be an absolute bloodbath and that a lot of people would be unhappy, but I did not expect semi-final 2 to be just as much of a bloodbath. This has shocked me. I am shooketh. So let's go straight into this. Let's talk about the first act, which was Serbia. Serbia often sing in their own language, but in recent years they've started to sing in English, and that kind of bugs me because the Serbian language is absolutely stunning and it is like made for music. That being said, although this song is quite strong in the studio version, it didn't translate well live, and the dancer, the lone dancer that they have, and I say dancer, it just looked like he was having a temper tantrum on the floor, to be honest. Oh, and the singer, by the way, she was wearing a white bridal gown. I said this in the last video that there's this like trend going on with everyone wearing white, especially women wearing bridal gowns, and honey, this semi-final continues the goddamn trend. Was there a sale on at Ukrainian Debenhams or something? Or Macy's for my American viewers. So yeah, ultimately it was not featuring Serbia, sorry about it. Next up, Austria. Oh my god, Nathan Trent is absolutely freaking adorable. I can't even, like, there's too many. I can't eat. How many evens would a white girl even if a white girl can't even? But I need to know, how does he get his whites that white? Because he looked like an advert for Colgate and Daz put together. That was like blinding white. I have it on good authority that Simon Cowell was watching tonight and his teeth are jealous of how white Nathan Trent's outfit was. Then we have Macedonia. Macedonia had a big fan following in the build-up to the show, but I kind of knew that it wouldn't translate well live, so I was not surprised to see this kind of go a little bit wobbly. With all that like lametta and tinsel all over our outfit, it's like she fell into a box of Christmas decorations, got up and was like, you know what? This works. Although it's not all bad for her because she's currently pregnant and she got proposed to live at Eurovision by her partner, by the baby daddy. So like overall, decent little night for her. Not gonna lie, but before this aired, there was only one place that I would ever allow someone to propose to me, and that is at the front of the castle at Disneyland Paris. But now they've raised the bar. There's 2 places, that and Eurovision. Sorry about it, but don't even bother otherwise. As if someone's gonna propose to me. That's hilarious. That's the funniest thing I've heard all week. Ha! Malta! Okay, so first up, we have another bridal white gown. Girl, someone get the medic on speed dial because I'm about to have a hernia over this. To be fair to her, her vocals were pretty good tonight, and I had her sort of as maybe a 10th or 11th place out of the group, but unfortunately she didn't get through. Malta, your song, Breathlessly, left us gagging for air. I'm sorry, my dear, but you're up for elimination. Then we come to Romania, and Romania, it really is, because it is manic, it is nuts, it is crazy. I mean, let's be real, this is the Eurovision national anthem. Would everybody rise for the Eurovision national anthem? Yodelay, 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 yo, just shout away, yodelay, 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 yodelay. I can't yodel, I don't even know why I'm bothering. I hated this when it first came out, but it's kind of like my little guilty pleasure now. And then we come to Nederlands. I genuinely have no jokes. I'm sorry, but this is spectacular. I love this. This has been on repeat since it first came out. I adore this way too much. I like harmonies, and especially when they're well executed, which you don't find much at Eurovision, funnily enough. So yeah, I'm not gonna badmouth this one. I'm not gonna joke about this one. This was stunning. And good for you, Netherlands. You have upped your game in recent years. Keep it up. The Netherlands, your band, Eugene, was, to put it simply, oh genius. You're safe. And then we come to Hungary. No, I suppose I'm just really more peckish. I'd just be eating for the sake of eating. Oh, no. Oh, the country. Oh, sorry. So yes, Hungary. I'm not really sure about the hype around this one myself. I know it's like cultural, ethnic, folk music from Hungary. I'm not really feeling this one. I loved Nox in 2005. It's one of my favourite ever bands, and they are from Hungary and they do folk stuff, but that's the kind of folk stuff I like, not this kind of folk stuff. Sorry. Although they managed to get through, so like, well done. Even though his dancer was wearing a white dress. Then we move on to Denmark. So Anya is Australian, who has like a Danish father or something, and she travelled to Denmark so that she could compete in Eurovision because she's always wanted to since she was like 11. I'm like, Anya, darling, did you not get the memo? Australia now compete at Eurovision, so you didn't have to travel halfway around the world to like, you know, get another country to pick you. But brownie points for effort, because that shows you're dedicated and willing, so balances out. There were loads of gold shimmers, it was a very powerful performance, yada yada yada. But I have this little theory about Denmark. My theory is that Denmark have sent exactly the same song to Eurovision for like the last 15 years and no one's realised. What I mean by that is they always send a very middle of the road kind of song. They don't send anything too poppy or too extravagant or too ballady. It's always just kind of safe and simple with gold shimmers. It was for exactly that reason I wrote off Denmark when they won in 2013, because I was like, yeah, it's a good song, but it's what Denmark always come up with. And then we move over to Ireland. So Brendan stood on a hot air balloon, and with all that hot air coming out of him, I'm surprised he didn't take flight. Actually, it was never going to take off because that whole hot air balloon is actually filled with 14 gallons of gunge, so that if Brendan didn't make it through to the final, it would open up and just cover him in it as punishment for failing again. Then we come to San Marino. Queen Valentina has returned to the competition for the 4th time. I wonder if she'll be the only Queen Valentina we'll be having this year. Oh, and who's that with you? Oh, hey, Jimmy. Hi. I absolutely love whatever San Marino send, because they're just like a tiny little country of like 30,000 people, and there's clearly like no pop stars there. So I love that they just still get involved. The San Marinese broadcaster, SMRTV, if Valentina needs a break next year, just to let you know, I'm available. I can't sing that great, but it's never seemed to stop anyone in Eurovision. So, you know, one of my dreams to perform there. So if you need someone, I'll happily do it for you. And I'm cheap, I'm cut price. So, you know, I'll do a good deal. Let me know, call me. So they have this amazing song called Spirit of the Night. It's like proper disco track. I am living my fantasy with this one. But unfortunately they did not manage to qualify, so I'm guessing now the Spirit of the Night is, I think it's gonna be gin. Croatia! Okay, this is the weirdest advert for Go Compare I have ever seen. Does he remind anyone else of the Go Compare man? Like, Go Compare, Go Compare. This song I had completely written off, like 100%, totally and utterly. And then they performed it live and I was like, actually this is kind of cool, I like it, but I did not think it would ever qualify. So yeah, one of the big shockers of the night, Croatia getting through. Norway! I absolutely adore this track. I think this is fantastic. Although that guy with the light up mask, it's like Jason Voorhees is feeling his Eurovision oaths. It's like he's doing Eurovision, coming out and visiting Mardi Gras all at the same time. Swap his knife for a pride flag and you're good to go, darling. Joust. There is no way you are going to be lip syncing for your life tonight. You're safe. Then we come to Switzerland. This is one of my favourites of the year, and another big shocker, they did not manage to qualify. Probably because she actually had to skin Big Bird from Sesame Street to make her dress, so that did not win her very many points. Her vocals were phenomenal, the song is brilliant, the big problem was the staging. For me, the staging was way too bright, it was way too over the top, considering the national final performance and the video were quite dark, quite mysterious, and a little bit, dare I say it, classier. I think they should have kept it a lot more vintage and not have everything kind of over the top. This shows how important staging is, people. Then we come to Belarus. So this is the Rosie and Jim of Eurovision. They're quite adorable, I have to admit, and the song is very cute, but I just did not think it would ever go through because songs in their native tongue always struggle to qualify. Although, side note, every single song this year that is sung in a foreign language managed to qualify to the final. So I think this is going to be one of the most diverse finals that we are going to have for foreign languages in years. It's a cute song, nothing outrageous. I don't think it's going to pose much threat to a lot of the other songs. But one of the other big issues I have is that it's another freaking white dress. Bulgaria, this is a huge fan favourite, and I'm not gonna lie, he's just turned 17. How does a 17-year-old have such a good voice? Life is simply not fair at times. Absolutely stunning staging, fantastic performance, a couple of struggle notes with the higher pitch stuff. He could probably bring it down a little bit and be a lot more comfortable. But I think this has definitely got contender written all over it, but he just needs to make sure that he nails those high notes because they kind of stand out a little bit if you can't quite get there. Bulgaria, there was nothing messy about your song, beautiful. You're safe. Okay, so we come to Lithuania with their song Reign of Revolution, but it should have just been called Bathroom Break. This song is, I'm sorry, does literally nothing for me. That top knot, nah, makes her look like that freaky chick from the Moomins. Do you remember her? Like with the... I know what acts were in their national final. They should have sent Lolita Zero. If you do not know what Lolita Zero is, if you don't know what the performance was, go now. Go find it, because it is the most extravagant, fabulous Eurovision thing you will ever see, including drag queen, horns, and the smashing of watermelons. Yes, you heard that right, they smash watermelons. How this didn't get chosen is genuinely beyond me. Lithuania, your reign of revolution was more of a light drizzle. I'm sorry, my dear, but you're up for elimination. Then we come to Estonia. This was probably the biggest shock of the night, the fact that they did not qualify. Sung by Laura and Koit Toome, which funny enough is Estonian for Aled Jones. Their song Lost in Verona has been a massive fan favourite, and I think still will be for years to come. Although it's another white dress, I'm gonna overlook it because A, I love the song, and B, they got kicked out. So I'm not gonna, like, you know, labour the point on this one. I'll give you a break. Count yourself lucky, darling. Yeah, absolutely gutted they did not go through. They had a bit of mic problems at the beginning because her mic wasn't giving out sound correctly, and some of the harmonies were a little bit off, but that's always kind of been the case with them too, and that's one of the biggest worries that I had about them. Yeah, real shame, real shock, and people are furious about this one. They're also furious about Switzerland not getting through, because those are the two really big ones that people were like, these are going in, sorry about it. Estonia, you got lost in Verona, and you should have really asked for directions. I'm sorry, my dear, but you're up for elimination. And then we come to last but by no means least, Israel. Israel, I was not sure how it was going to go on the night because their song was a little bit like, not sure in the studio version, but live, they pulled out all the stops. Great graphics, great staging, great vocals, great dancing, choreography, all that stuff, great outfits. Totally nailed it. 100% nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. I'm officially a convert. Not to Judaism, just to, like, you know, Israel's song this year. Although, to be fair, at first, I thought Nathan Trent from Austria had come back as like a stand-in for the Israeli singer, because the bitches look exactly alike. Anyone else notice this? They're like, it's like Nathan Trent Part 2. Overall, guys, a stronger semi-final 2 than I had actually anticipated, and I actually got 8 out of 10 qualifiers correct. Obviously, I was incorrect with Croatia and Belarus. I had Estonia and Switzerland in their place. This turned out to be a huge, huge bloodbath, a massive upset for a lot of people, for not only, you know, residents of Estonia and Switzerland and a few others that were kind of tipped to go through, like Malta and Ireland, but also to all the fans of the big songs, like Estonia and Switzerland, who have really got a huge passion for those ones. So yeah, a hugely shocking and drama-filled show, and it's part of the reason that we love Eurovision. There's always a couple of upsets that obviously we don't particularly want to see, but it's always part and parcel of the fun and the drama and the craziness that is the Eurovision Song Contest. I hope you enjoyed the show. I thoroughly loved it, and I cannot wait for the show on Saturday. Just as a heads up, in case this video goes as popular as my other ones and you're all hoping for a video on Saturday, I will do my best after the show, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. So I may be with friends, and obviously if I'm with them, I'm going to be partying, so I may put up a reaction video perhaps on Sunday, but I really don't think, unless I watch it on my own, which would be really depressing, unless I watch it on my own, then I don't think I'll be posting immediately that night. But so I highly encourage you to just enjoy the final wherever you are, across Europe, across the world. Just have an amazing time. But I would love to hear from you guys now in the comments. Who was your big shockers of the night? Who are you hoping to go through? Who are you happy that got through? Who are you sad that got through? All that kind of stuff. And now, going into Saturday's final, who do you think is going to win? That's the tricky one. Who do you think is going to be the top 5? So yeah, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. But I think that's everything. So make sure you follow me on social media, especially Twitter, @ChrisSaysIt, because I will be live tweeting once again from the Eurovision Grand Final. I won't be there physically. Also, hit the subscribe button, please. Thank you very much. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers. Oh my God. And hit the thumbs up button and comment and all that jazz. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, be good, be safe, keep out of trouble, stay fabulous. Have a fantastic Eurovision night. Merry Eurovision, everyone. I am so excited. This whole week is like just so much amazing fun. And yeah, I will see you then. So take care. Love you. Bye. Bye. Okay, I think we're rolling. Oh God, I've just realised I blend into the background. What is it? This is just awkward.